Hey, hey, I'm Andre.
I'm Andrea.
Okay, and this is our love story. Our love story.
So we're answering questions for Detailed Days
Mm,
for her wedding blog about relationships. And a few questions.
So, first question is, what is our love story? How we met, what we were attracted to in each other, how fast or slow we fell, how long we've been dating. Well, blanketly, I can say we've been dating for almost 11 months. It'll be 11 months and 5 days. Um, uh, but Drea should answer the
How we
rest of
met.
them because, well, the rest of them first because she
It was
initiated
my
this whole
idea.
thing. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we met on a dating app called Bumble. And I liked Bumble because it was women initiated. So you didn't have creeps sending you messages all the time. You would reach out or you would swipe right on someone first. And if they swiped right on you, then the woman would have to initiate the conversation. And so I scrolled on Andre's profile on an Thursday morning. Was it a Thursday? An early Thursday morning. And I was reading some of the information he had put about himself. And I was instantly intrigued because he was handsome and smart and educated and God fearing. And he seemed family oriented and motivated. And so I was like, give me him. So I swiped and it was like, boom, connection. And I was like, boom, okay, let me hop in his inbox. And I did. And so I basically told him that he had the qualities that I was looking for. If I was going to make a man, it would be really close to him. Um, and so apparently he almost wrecked his car after reading my message. Um, so yeah.
Well, I mean, that was a very cute and polite answer. I'm sure it was.
That was
It
the
was. I'm sure
truth.
it's the truth, but she
It is
said
the
it very
truth.
proper. That's not how she tells the story when it's her friends. So she didn't do the voices or anything. She usually said, "Him, I want that one."
That's it.
Right now, I want him.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, like she said, if for her it said we matched instantly, that means that I had swiped on her earlier as well. But like she said, with Bumble, you can't. The man cannot initiate contact.
Which is
Y'all
great.
can match, which I definitely loved because it takes that whole stigma of being a pest or a bug out of it, um, at least by initiation. Um, and I'd had some, I'd had some Bumble success a little bit, I guess, but nothing really went through. And actually, the night before, she swiped on me. I had a date with someone from the Dayton area, and I thought she was great. She was nice. She was attractive, but I didn't really feel anything. So, cut to Thursday morning. The next day, I'm on my way to work. It's early. It's gray, and I'm on 275 west, about to get on 74 east, and I get the little Bumble notification. You have matched, and it said Chanel, and I'm like, who is Chanel? I don't. And I looked at the message, and the message said, like she said, making, if I had a virtual checklist for a partner, you fill many of the things on that list. I'm like, what? And then it said, good morning. I'm like, well, that's a hell of an opening. Let's see what's going on here. So I look, Chanel. Oh, let's scroll while I'm driving. Don't do this, people. While I'm driving. Okay, thank you. I'm honored. And that started the whole thing. We talked all day long and all day the next day. And the next day, I think, might have been our first phone call.
Yeah, it was a Friday night.
It was Friday night. And then the day after, no, it might have been a Friday night. We made plans to link up on Sunday, Had our first date at First Watch in Westchester and IKEA in Westchester, oddly enough. And first kiss that day, and that was all she
Why
wrote.
you gotta tell that part?
What?
Put my business out there. I kissed you on first date.
See, I didn't say who initiated the kiss.
Okay,
I
what's
didn't.
the next
You just
question?
told on yourself.
What's the next
That's
question?
part of the love story, babe.
What's the next question?
There's more to tell.
No, there's not.
I got more to tell. What you were attracted to in each other. I didn't tell that part about you. I loved how forward she was. That she knew what she wanted. She was God-fearing. She was funny. She was very funny. And transparent. And somehow I felt her heart through her messages. And I just knew that this was a person that I really, really, really wanted to get to know. And if it wasn't going to be, if by chance it wasn't going to be the love of my life or the woman I'd marry, then it would definitely be somebody that I would want at least in some part of my life for the rest of my life.
Who's gonna marry me?
I keep losing.
I think the next one was how quickly we fell.
Very.
Yeah. I'll just say very quickly. Like I'm just gonna say that. That's it. It was very quickly. It was after our first. Yeah, it was after our first date when I was like, "Yo, like I think I just had brunch with my husband." So it wasn't. It didn't take long.
She told her mama that.
I
so
did.
I
It was a good date. You did a good job.
It was a good day. And then we had the second date was like 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw each other every day the rest of the week.
Mm-hmm. And we lived like 40 miles apart, so it was a big deal.
But did not
to
matter.
still see each other.
It did not matter
that frequently.
Yeah. How long have we been? I answered that. Okay. So what's an ideal weekend date night for you as a couple?
I don't think we've had anything like routine. We don't really. I mean, there's like nothing routine, but ideal. If it involves wine, I'm in there. If it involves music, you're in there.
Yeah.
So.
We've done our fair share of concerts.
Traveling.
I think the first concert we went to was Valentine's Day in Detroit for what was it? Raheem Devon, Layla Hathaway, and Life Jennings. And then after that, it might have been Music Festival, and then we did Kirk Franklin and Commissioned. We have a very good sense of balance when it comes to our music and other tastes, and I'll keep it at that.
Yep, moving on.
Moving on.
Next question.
What are 3 wishes you have for your relationship?
Oh, how come I didn't read that one until just now?
I don't know.
I would have like been thinking about it. 3 wishes. I think. Okay, 3 wishes. So, that's my first wish is that I pray that we continue to evolve. I know that sometimes that can be scary, but as long as we're evolving together, I think that that'll definitely serve us. I think I would love for us to continue to be as open and transparent with each other, continue to be vulnerable. And as our love continues to go deeper, I don't think that'll be a problem. And my third wish is for us to have babies. For there to be humans that come forth.
The funny thing is, I don't know if you mentioned marriage at all in that.
But you know what
just
I
said
mean.
Babies.
Marriage, babies. Babies in wedlock.
My 3 wishes. I think first that we keep our eyes on the big picture, never forgetting what connected us in the first place. That we keep God, love, and friendship at the center of everything, and that we build a legacy that encourages other people, that gives them hope, that inspires, and that breaks whatever generational things we've had going on in our families. Not to say that our families are bad by any stretch of the imagination before somebody tries to put words in my mouth like some people do, Negroes, coloreds. But I really want us to, whatever whatever came before us, stops with us, and we go on to bring forth a new family unit that's strong, that's healthy, loving, and
permanent.
permanent. Yeah.
The last question was about the spirit animal.
Yeah, what's my spirit animal, babe?
He's probably not going to agree with this. I don't care. His spirit animal to me is an elephant. Because elephant.
I feel like I'm being fat shamed.
You're not. It's not a fat joke.
Is the gray?
It's not. It is the gray.
My nose ain't that big.
Oh my gosh, it's not that. It's he's. My grandpa used to always say to me when I was younger, an elephant never forgets, and that is him. He doesn't forget anything. He always has memories. He always loves to honor special moments. Elephants never forget. And then he's also really patient. I don't have a pet elephant, so I don't know how they would be, but I imagine them to be patient and long-suffering. And I feel like he's those things.
Yours is kind of...
You know what it is.
I know she wants me to say, and she's partially right. She wants me to call her a fox.
Oh, a fox.
And she is. She's stone cold fox.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because she's fine. But she's also very quick-witted. She's cunning. Her position requires her to be.
Don't do me.
Her position requires her to be. She's fantastic. But I also... the fox has those qualities, but another animal that has those qualities are wolves. Especially mother wolves. They're very protective of their young. Compassionate and caring, can go after them when they need to.
Okay, that's true. But they're not cute. I wanted a cute animal.
I mean, I gave you fox. I said that's part of it.
Okay.
But yeah, there's so many things. There's so many animals to draw from to describe you. Her beauty, as I said before, her intelligence, her wit, her comedic stylings, if you will. There are so many things. One animal doesn't do it. I think that if you take the best qualities from every animal, you'll have her. She doesn't have the memory of an elephant, but she does have the strength of one.
Facts. That's true.
She's just... I can't imagine a better partner, a better life mate, a better girlfriend, a better lover, a better friend, anything than this woman right here. And it has been told to us time and time again, almost since the beginning, maybe since the beginning, how this kind of thing is meant to be. I told you before that her Bumble profile said her name was Chanel. It ain't. It's her middle name. It's her middle name. But had you told me when I swiped right that her name was Andrea, you could have knocked me over with a feather. And that's one of the things that our preacher friends have said. They just look at it. This is God, and time and time again, it's been confirmed. And I'm so happy and honored and blessed to have the privilege of having her in my life and being with her and sharing every moment that I could possibly share with her.
You're the best.
And I don't know if there's any animal I could say that about. So she's everything good and pure and perfect. So she calls me her unicorn, but I think she's mine.
You are my unicorn. You are. So I hope this answered the questions correctly that we needed to answer. Bye.